Welcome to Seed to Life. If you have visited my channel before, then you might know that I talk about medicinal and uncommon plants, their health benefits and growing requirements. Today I'm going to talk about one expensive seasonal vegetable that grows in monsoon. Spiny gourd, spine gourd, or Kantola is the regional name of this plant, and the botanical name is Momordica balsamina. It is a tiny prickly vegetable that reminds you of Karela or bitter gourd. It is a common seasonal vegetable in parts of Southeast Asia, especially in certain parts of India. During the month of Shravan, a month marked by significant rainfall, many seasonal vegetables start sprouting all over the place in rural India. Additionally, many religious people don't eat non-vegetarian food during this month. Hence, seasonal vegetables become part of the staple diet during this time. Kantola is one such easy option when not much is growing in the fields. Small children and poor people forage these free food options, which are highly nutritious and tasty. This is the main reason why a lot of emphasis is given on seasonal foods in Indian culture, as it fulfills dietary requirements of micronutrients. Things are changing now due to globalization. As the world is coming closer, previously ignored plants like spiny gourd are gaining popularity. So let's explore in this video everything about the interesting vegetable that has started enjoying fame not just regionally but also internationally. As spiny gourd comes from India, a country that has more than 120 main languages and thousands of dialects, spiny gourd has to have several names. So just listing them here. If you know any more names, please feel free to list them in comments. Now, where do these plants come from? Some references suggest that spiny gourd is originally from Africa. But for years, these Kantola plants grow as wild vines in bushy areas or jungles. And not just in India, but they're also found in other countries in Indian subcontinent, like Pakistan, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. Moreover, it has now become seasonally available vegetable in the US and can be found in some Indian or Asian grocery stores. Interesting thing about Kantola is that despite being a wild vegetable, with its increasing popularity, it has now become even more expensive than many types of meats. I'm sure that this shift in taste helps to improve biodiversity and makes new delicious food options available to us. Coming on to spiny gourd nutrition, spiny gourd vegetable is rich in dietary fibers. It contains a good proportion of carbohydrates to proteins to fats, and it is also rich with minerals. In addition to this, spiny gourd also contains vitamins like ascorbic acid, carotene, thiamine, riboflavin, and niacin. Overall, it's a healthy and tasty option to add fibers to your diet. Coming on to the health benefits of spine gourd, researchers who are studying spine gourd plants believe in several of its benefits. High dietary fibers in Kantola help the digestion of food and relieves constipation. Kantola is believed to resolve respiratory issues occurring due to pollution. Kantola fruit powder is used in herbal remedies to remove kidney stones naturally. Other than medicinal benefits, Kantola or spine gourd is used in various delicious curries and stir fries and taste amazing. Only fruits of Kantolas are used in cooking. In organic gardening, Kantola plants can also be used to attract beneficial insects. It is a great high-paying crop when cultivated. From health and history, we are now moving on to the gardening part. Let's discuss the spiny gourd plant. Just like other plants from Cucurbitaceae family, Kantola or spiny gourd is a vining dioecious plant. That means male and female plants are different. To get fruits, you need both types of plants. That is what makes growing these plants in home gardens a little bit tricky. Kantola or spiny gourds can be propagated from both seeds and tubers. Appearance-wise, spiny gourd resembles Karela or bitter gourd a lot. The tubers stay dormant in winter. In early days of monsoon season in Southeast Asian countries, these plants start sprouting. The plants can also self-propagate when the ripe fruits break open and drop the seeds down. The seeds may germinate if the weather is suitable and new plants are produced. Blooming period is between July to October in India. Flowers are tiny yellow in color. Female flowers have a tiny fruit-like structure at the base, whereas male flowers do not have that structure. Fruits develop on the fertilized flowers. They are 2 to 3 centimeters in length and diameter. Fruits of Kantola have prickly and firm texture. The fruit size of a hybrid variety is usually bigger. Also, the hybrid variety shows better resistance to the diseases. Fruits quickly mature just in 3 to 4 days. If not harvested, the fruits turn yellowish from green, just like bitter gourd. The pulp is white at first. As the fruits mature, it turns bright red orange in color. Finally, the fruits break open to throw the seeds out. The seeds are usually 12 to 15 in number. They are about half to 2/3 centimeters in diameter and white in color. How to differentiate between male and female spiny gourd plants? There are two easy ways gardeners can do this. First, in my observation, female plants have tubers bigger and thicker compared to that of the male plants. But how to identify the male and female plants when the plants are already growing? The easiest way is to look at the flowers. Like cucumbers, zucchini, and several other gourds, spiny gourd female flowers have a tiny unfertilized fruit at the base of the flower. If the flower is fertilized, this tiny fruit matures into a proper fruit. But if it doesn't, then it turns yellow and falls off. Whether you are growing spiny gourd from seeds or from tubers, the plants perform best in hot, humid climates with temperatures ranging between 25 to 40 degrees Celsius or 77 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Kantola is not choosy about the type of soil and grows well in all types of soil, including clay, loamy, or sandy, or in the wild. However, while growing in containers, to prevent the roots from getting infected due to excess moisture, it is better to use sandy or loamy soil. The optimal pH ranges between 6 to 7, so the soil has to be slightly acidic to neutral. In the initial growing period, you can use any high nitrogen fertilizer for the first 4 to 6 weeks. After about a month, you can feed these plants with any well-balanced all-purpose fertilizer or a mixture of blood and bone meal. You have to grow more plants so that pollination can occur freely. Growing spiny gourd or Kantola from seeds is very easy. You can sow the seeds 1/2 or 1 inch deep. Germination time is 3 to 10 days. You can direct sow the seeds in early spring or start them indoors 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost date. Since the plants are going to develop tubers, it is good to keep at least 8 inches of spacing between the two plants. You can grow them in containers or directly in the ground. It takes approximately 2 to 3 months for the plants to reach maturity. In winter, when the Kantola plants go dormant, you can dig out the tubers and save them. I just bring the containers indoors and stop watering completely. These tubers are very susceptible to fungal infections and root rot, so it is important that the soil should be very well draining. There is another hybrid variety of Kantola that is more disease resistant and produces bigger fruits, but the original variety is not very strong. If you are already growing Kantola from seeds, then you can preserve the tubers in winter indoors and bring them out for planting when the weather is suitable again, that is in early spring. Plant them in a well-draining, loamy soil. Soon the vines will start growing back. Growing spiny gourd from tubers have one additional benefit. The fruits are produced early and in bigger quantity. As discussed earlier, spiny gourd or Kantola plants get affected easily by root rot or fungal infection. Pests affecting other cucurbita plants like cucurbit beetles also can cause some damage. You can use the sticky insect traps, other flying insect traps, or neem spray. Having the predators like wasps, anoles, and lizards can also help to control the pests. A big thanks for watching my videos. Subscribe and click the bell icon to stay connected. Social media links are posted in the description box. Feel free to reach out to me with your comments, suggestions, and don't forget to share my videos if you like them. Thank you again. See you soon.